Welcome to Peer Workshopping. Today we're going to do highlighting and color coding. So you're going to need 3 different colors of highlighters. You can use ink pens, crayons, markers, colored pencils, whatever works well for you. Okay. And we're going to need your quiz or your essay along with your worksheet. Okay, so your peer workshopping sheet or your quiz checkoff sheet will work, either one. Okay, it's the same process for both. One of the first things we're going to do is simply take a look at the checkoff sheet. And we're going to do the simple things first. We're going to do 3 paragraphs first, so let's check that off. If you look at your piece of writing, this is a quiz. It needed 3 paragraphs, so I'm just going to mark those on the side there that there are 3 paragraphs. That's simple and easy to do. Look at your guidelines, see what's needed for that. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is the font size and the font style. We need 12 font Times New Roman. So this definitely meets that guideline. We're also going to do our spacing, which is double spacing. Now we're talking about the spacing here, not between the words. Okay, so we've checked off 3 very simple, easy things to do there. So now we're going to do a little bit of the harder items, and we're going to look at the sentence lengths first. And for that, we're going to need our 3 highlighters. Okay. Choose any color you like to start with. We're going to rotate those colors through, and we're going to do the entire piece of writing. Okay. To save time, I'll do just the first paragraph. So what I want to do is go underneath the writing. I'm going to go all the way to that first end mark there. I'm going to do the next one and do the next sentence again, all the way to the end mark, your period, question mark, or exclamation point. And I'm going to do the 3rd color, and I'm going to go all the way through. Now I'm going to rotate these back through so that I use all 3 colors again. Nice and colorful. Right underneath the sentence so that we can still read the sentence. Now you'll want to go ahead and finish yours all the way. I'm going to do just the first paragraph for time's sake. Okay. Now then, we've got good popping sentences. We can see the lengths of these. When I look at these, I notice that this is a short sentence. Okay, runs about a half a line or so. The next sentence is a good medium length sentence. Runs about close to 1 line. The next one is about the same. Okay, we've got another little short sentence that's going on there. Then we've got this long sentence here. Runs about a full line and a quarter, somewhere in there. A very long sentence is usually 2 typed lines, so we don't have any that are running that length. So you'll notice that on the side, I've listed the sentence lengths: short, medium, medium, short, long, and long. This writer has very good sentence lengths, a good variety. We're looking for short, medium, long, and very long. So a nice good mixture going on here with this writer. You can do the same with yours. See if you've got that pattern showing up there. Work through each of the paragraphs identical to this. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to go in and mark are the end marks. I'm going to check that off on the list. Okay, so let's do our end marks next. Choose any color that you like, whatever works well for you. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to highlight those end marks. They should be fairly easy to find after doing your sentence lengths. So we should see end marks at each of those. Okay, so there's our end marks. Easy and simple. Okay. We've got that one done. We're going to do our capital letters next, so we can check that one off. Now this one has beginnings of sentences. So look at the beginning of each sentence. Just highlight that capital letter. Okay. If you have other capital letters in there, you can certainly go ahead and highlight those too. Remember that inside those sentences, if you're using other capital letters, be specific with those, okay? That'll be our capital letters for us right there. Okay. Now we're ready for the hardest of all, and that's our citations. Okay. Now I'm actually going to pull up a fresh sheet so we can take a look at those citations without all of the info on it. There we go. Okay. Now, with this one, if you're doing a quiz or even your essay, remember that using that I is not academic. With the quiz, it is a summary in the first paragraph. So there should be no I use in there. A lot of people have trouble taking that I out, but just take out that part of the sentence that includes it. So now you've got that good, strong, in How Writers Work, pages 42 to 83. And I'm going to take out the rest of that I piece. There are, once again, many steps to create good writing. So pulling the I out, it's much more bold, and this is the way it is, matter of fact. When we put the I in, it makes it more of that narrative personal feel, and we want the academic guidelines here, so we're going to take those I's out. Now with the quiz, you can use your I's here on paragraphs 2 and 3 because you're doing a quote and analysis here, so you can use that I there. Okay, and then on the last, it's a connection to how you can connect to what you read, so you can certainly use the I there in a story if you need to. In your academic essay, though, there should be no I, so pull that out. Okay, so let's look at the citations. Now, this author uses pages 42 to 83, and he does so to avoid the citation, but that doesn't work. Even if you build the info into the sentence, you must use that proper citation, and our proper citation is the author's last name with those page numbers there. In parentheses, close that out, punctuation right behind it. Remember that your citation is part of the sentence. Readers need to know where to go to find that info, so make sure that you're putting that in correctly. Now, if you don't have the author's last name, it moves to title of the article. But in this case, we do have it. And those are the only two choices you have there. So you want to make sure that you're using one or the other. Okay. All right. So let's look at the next sentence. Because each of these sentences is a summary from the book, each one must have those page numbers there. We did a full citation with the first sentence. So the following sentences can use just the page numbers as long as we don't have any other citations that break that. Now, when we move to a full paragraph, again, we're going to have to start those full citations over. Citations are the hardest. That's what most people have the most trouble with, but they're absolutely one of the most important things that we need for college level writing. So I'm going to put each of those in. Okay. Then you'll notice here, he's built in a citation incorrectly, so we don't need all this extra info in it here. Just the author's last name and the page number, and that period is going to move to the outside there. So if you need help with citations, be sure to ask so that we can do that. All right, that puts us all the way through our wonderful checklist here. So we should have nice, good coloring, color coding. Remember that with the quiz, you're turning it in just like this with the color coding on it. That's for me to check and lets me know that you're mastering those skills and what you need to work on. If you're doing an essay, then you'll want to make those corrections so you have a nice, good final copy or a nice, good second or third rough draft so we can do another peer workshopping round. Thanks for joining me today.